Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Old Dominion Monarchs, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So James Madison's return team will have that offense backed up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, James Madison! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Monarchs offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately...
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Davis. Open runway ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ODU. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Set to kick off.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the 1st quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the move, it's Marshall. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Worthy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's caught. It's locked. Stopped after making the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Back to throw, it's Watson. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Balls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you... together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Dukes headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Dukes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to him. He fires it out to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Buys a little extra time. And it's caught! Touchdown, ODU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 10. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that is is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The lone back's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Dukes racing to the line in a hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. It's caught downfield. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Feeling some heat. Keeps looking downfield. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing it.
Looking deep. And he intercepts it. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Fires one high and deep. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into the...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's looking on the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jet. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Watson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He's going to pass on second down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half.
James Madison, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the air, it's Watson. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Knight. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. It'll be a draw. Smashes through. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He's got it again. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He'll keep it himself. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play. Moves the change for the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Watson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's wrestled to the ground.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Jackrabbit.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
It's now 4th and goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
49, James Madison, 20.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. There to make the stop, and we play 3 in this one. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
2nd down coming up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. This offense has a 2nd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bird. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. Touchdown, Monarchs! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to throw deep right side. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's James. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, the quick spin move. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.